That's how we know that we're at the end. We're almost at the end. Oh, say less. Oh, say less. Mm, We are almost at the end. Um, hmm, bearish range. Yeah, bearish range. Oh, say less. All right. It was a range day. Hmm. No, I don't. Hmm. All right. All right. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. So, could we potentially have a red day going into tomorrow? Hmm. Hmm. It would be nice if this doesn't. It would be nice if they don't touch this tonight, so I can follow my rules. That would be nice. That would be nice. I was actually looking for this area down here, 850, to see a reaction from the market. So we'll see. Be looking for that area down there. Hmm. Interesting. Just wanted to do that for all of them. Hmm. Yep, tomorrow might actually be a red day tomorrow. The market is definitely trending lower, so we could see a red day tomorrow. Obviously, PCE is going to dictate what actually happens. As we talked about last night, I didn't think the market was going to care too much about GDP. We didn't necessarily see a reaction to that news. Actually, not really. I mean, at 7:30, nothing really happened. Yeah, nothing really happened. Actually, at the time of the news hit, we got little to no reaction. We did see a move to the downside, but that wasn't anything that was news related, or we didn't get that volatility at 7:30. So I kind of figured that nobody was going to necessarily care about GDP, but PCE is definitely going to be something that the market cares about because it deals with the Fed. Yeah, what's up, Knife Art? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. We had a little bit of trouble at the start of the stream, but I'm glad that we was able to kind of dig our way out of that and become profitable because man, that was I definitely wanted to be a part of that party and I definitely would have hated to have well actually no, I wouldn't have. I had enough drawdown to take this move down once they filled that gap. I mean, once they filled this gap right here, uh, we saw the reaction that I expected. It's just that the Bears kind of went a little bit harder than I expected them to fill the gap, but I managed to stay in it. Managed to get the win for today, and I will definitely continue that tomorrow. I just hope that tomorrow. I mean, I would prefer to not. I would prefer that it wouldn't be one of those days where the market just keeps going in one direction and it's hard to get in. Hopefully, we can actually get some decent price action tomorrow, and it's not a runaway day like Fridays usually are. Oh yeah, I meant to go. Actually, let me do that now. Is that Apex code? Is that still good? I don't know why I'm buying these damn things. I haven't even started trading the other ones I bought. I haven't even started trading those yet. Okay, that's fine. Hey, what's up, Alfred? He said there's going to be some Tradeify deal tomorrow. Is this through Rips or something, or is it that Tradeify is just going to do a deal tomorrow? I mean, if Tradeify does a decent deal, I enjoyed in Patrick Willing's room. Okay, well, hopefully, I mean, if Tradeify does a good enough deal, I wouldn't mind getting a Tradeify account. Okay. I had a Tradeify account. Unfortunately, I went tilting it, and um, I didn't let it renew. I didn't particularly care to renew it, honestly. Yeah, I had the growth account actually. I had the 150K growth account. I bought it with I think the 35% deal off or whatever they were doing. It was like $238, I think. Whatever deal they were doing was like 238. If they do a 50% deal or something like that, that would be awesome. I would buy one. Yeah, it seems like yeah. TPT, huh? You think about getting 5 of those and copying them? Yeah. I mean, what's your plan on how you gonna trade them? Are you gonna stick to micros, one mini? What's your plan? And I think that's probably best, Alfred. I may have shared this before, but I tried doing that and just spreading my focus like that. Um, it was one of my triggers. I hated doing this, but I would find myself doing it, and that is purposely blowing the accounts or being purposely reckless in an account to where I don't have to utilize so much of my mental resources to trade it. My mindset, or at least my internal thinking, was either I pass this account without, what's the word? I guess without the stress of passing it, or I can blow it so I don't have to focus or even worry about it anymore. And it was definitely I guess, a defense mechanism of load management, I guess, because it is a lot to load. You have multiple accounts, focusing on too many accounts. That's a lot of that does take up a lot of mental, emotional resources, especially if you're trying to be successful in all of them at the same time. I mean, unless you're copy trading them, but uh, oh, speak of the devil. I just got a Tradeify 35% off code. Interesting. I mean, if they drop a 50%, I'll definitely buy one. But yeah. Yeah, and that's definitely it, man. Micros. It says my first goal is to pass this one, use the payouts to buy for the other ones, and then take it. Yeah, I'm starting to see a trend, and I don't know if these prop firm CEOs are just saying that just to say it, or if it's just to I guess get under our skin as guys. And this is no disrespect at all, but I'm just starting to see a trend, and it's really starting to get me thinking. A lot of these prop CEOs are saying that the female traders are way better traders than the male traders, and I was thinking about that, and then I think one of the people said something about it's because of the ego. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, I could trade micros, but I'll give them that. I'll give them that. I don't think one gender is better at trading than the other because of that. But um, I will say that I won't trade micros anymore. I mean, they are expensive. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why I switched back to minis. There's plenty of reasons why. But even trading a 50K account with a small drawdown, I'm still having a hard time accepting that the best option would be to start off with micros, build the account, and then run with minis. I just don't want to do that. So I mean, I'll give them that. I'll give them that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. I just don't want to. And the moment I start seeing my position work with micros, I'm going to be thinking like, damn, I could have been in minis. Could have been in minis. and I'm just going to be pissed off about that. And I'm probably over leverage. I'll probably switch to minis, over leverage, and yeah, I probably would do that. So I mean, I can get that. I get it. I get it. Mm. I should try. I should start off with micros. It's not like I didn't come up with a strategy, but I think another part of that is that, man, I mean, with those micro strategies, I mean, yeah, I have a big stop, which I feel like maybe that strategy was probably better for last year, not necessarily this year. The market trended 3, 4, 500 points daily. We're not saying that the market's not doing that because obviously, I mean, if you look at today's numbers, um, if you look at today's numbers, we had a 210-point move to the downside, a 262-point move to the upside, and then at the end of the day, we had a 224-point move to the downside. So I mean, it's not like the moves aren't happening. It's just I don't want to wait for that. I want my money and I want it now. I want my money and I want it now. So, hey, yo, what's up, gang? Wait, what's up? I agree with that knife art. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I mean, I don't know why. Like again, I don't know why they're saying it like that because I mean this is a male dominated space. I don't know what numbers that they're using for that type of statistics. I don't know why they even feel the need to even say some shit like that. I really don't. It doesn't really matter who's better. I really it really doesn't. But I guess I think every CEO that's had a that's been on a podcast, they've all said that, and I'm trying to figure out what is compelling them to say that. Like I'm really it doesn't make sense. But what I do agree with is with the ego thing because I find that true within myself. I do find it hard to trade with micros because I am better than that. At least I feel that way. I think my trading style in terms of just trading with one mini and scaling in if need be, I feel like that's probably a good in the middle because obviously y'all guys see that I'm very comfortable trading with heavy size. But at the same time, I find that when I trade with heavy size, I'm not necessarily paying attention to structure anymore. I'm paying attention to momentum. And if there's going to be enough momentum to get my small scalp targets hit, just over leveraging and just looking for momentum pushes to get my targets hit. Um, if I'm going to be trading with size, then I need to be able to take five off at, at a 30, 40, 50 point target, taking five off there versus trying to take five off at the same time. Because over time, if I get stopped out, I mean, well, shit, the market is taking all those contracts off at the same level. I mean, unless I have my stops in, I mean, unless I set it up to where my stops and my targets are 1 to 1. I wonder how that would look. Like if I just had an 18-point target, an 18-point stop, a 27-point stop, a 40-point stop, and a 50-point stop, the same way that I would have my target set up. Mm. I mean, obviously I would lose more money, but anyway, I guess the point is that if I'm risking all that money, I guess I prefer to take it all off, or not necessarily all off, but just have a good bit of it kind of run versus it scalping targets and stuff like that. So, um, and I think the way that I trade now has a lot of room for error. I was down like 5K this morning. I did have the drawdown to withstand that, and I was able to come back from that. Mm. But if I was heavy, that count probably would have been gone. That account would have been gone if I was heavy this morning. Okay. Mm, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's important. The only thing that well, I mean, I guess it's like the same thing as Apex, I guess. I mean, if you're able to trade the first stage or pass it with Apex, then TPT is the same, I guess. I tried that I tried the 1-to-1 target and damn, hold on, did I pass that account? Oh no, I think I blew it. Nah, cuz I had a yeah, I blew it. 1500 comes and goes, man. Yeah, I mean, technically, you only have what $600 of drawdown for real when it's trailing. Only have $600 worth of drawdown, so I feel like on those smaller accounts, you have no choice but to trade micros. I mean, you can always take the gamble and make the money with minis for sure. I mean, what? So if you got the 25K account and you had a one mini position and you're trading the Nasdaq, because if you trade the ES, I think the ES will definitely the ES is people think it's the Nasdaq that's dangerous with this trailing drawdown. In my opinion, it's more of the ES that is dangerous with this trailing drawdown. You're not going to get the moves with the Nas or with the ES, but what you'll get is a bunch of most of the time the ES ranging, and obviously if you're heavy size, I mean shit, we can look at the ES and see that for ourselves. The ES ranges a lot, so if you're not taking profits on the ES, that trailing drawdown is going to kill you. And especially if you're trading the ES, how most people trade the ES with size, I think it's going to kill you with that trailing drawdown. The Nasdaq, I mean, if you get in at the right spot, it will kind of just shoot and go to your target without too much of the back and forth. But that's definitely not the case for the ES. Well, gain weight, I mean, it's a natural feeling. I wouldn't say that men feel like they know it all, but I feel that us men, we have a natural instinct to want to know it all and we want to come to an understanding. I feel that men have a natural instinct to seek enlightenment. I feel like that's natural with us. No one's necessarily say that's a bad thing. Yeah, and it seems like that's I mean, honestly, as much as we as much as I hate it because I'm the type of person I want to kind of get it one and done. The taking the trades over multiple days, like having a maximum daily profit, a profit goal, hitting that on a daily basis until you reach over that threshold, and then trading is obviously the best winning strategy. It's obviously is the best winning strategy. Hmm. Make sure I'm in the sim on this. Okay. Honestly, I'm having a hard time following a simple rule. Like I'm trying to justify trading in my evals in the pre-market, and I made that rule because for whatever reason I like to lose money in Asia. I don't know why. And so I made that rule to protect myself from myself. And here I am trying to trade slow ass Asia in one of my evals. But I will follow my rule. That rule is definitely there to protect me. And there's been plenty of times where I'm down 2K and shit. I'm not going to get that shit back. I'm not going to get that shit back in Asia, which obviously causes me to stay up and wait until London, obviously. And I've already had, I think this is my second or third time being up all night and not getting any sleep because I'm trapped in a trade in Asia. I'm just not going to do that. But even though that was the most uncomfortable, miserable times behind this chart, for whatever reason, I forget how horrible it is. I know it's horrible, but I forget the feeling. And it's like, yeah, let's do that shit again. No. But because it's like, oh man, you're missing a setup. You're missing the setup. I mean, you can get it done now. You can get it done now. That's why I kind of wish that they had this software to where I can just I can lock myself out. Make sure I'm in the sim. Yeah, I'm in the sim. 9650. All right, man. Have a good night, Night Fart. Pair of candles. Mm. Yeah. So I may. So I kind of want to structure. I kind of want to do a lot of structuring. I actually, let me rephrase that. I am doing a lot of structuring. Um. Mm. I don't want to say this. Yeah. So I am doing a lot of structuring based on the results that we've been getting on this stream. As much as I hate to say it, as much as I hate to say it, because I prefer to be a wild one, but I prefer to trade the charts how I want to trade them, obviously. But um, obviously, approaching the market with a structured approach is what has been consistently working. Mm. It killed me to say that. It literally did. 'Cause I want to do the things I want to do. But I mean, as we go back over the charts, I left this line on the charts for a reason, so we can talk about it. I mean, the market gives out so many clues of what it's going to do. Look at this. I mean, look at this low and how pivotal that swing low right there was. We had this run on liquidity and then price breaking below this line. And when the bulls were finally able to chop it right back up, it touched it perfectly. And then we saw this move down. And I've been kind of like what Alfred's been saying, I've been really good at, or I've been seeing some really good results of after we make our money during the stream to just walk away from the charts. And I'm seeing my account balance grow. I'm putting in money in these evals daily. I mean, I got a 20K profit target, so I mean, uh, I think I'm at like 13,000, 15,000. Maybe I got maybe 2 more trading days left. Maybe 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. But approaching the market with this structure approach has been growing that account daily. And not only has this been growing my account, my confidence has grown. I'm now trusting the Nasdaq more often. Kind of like this morning when I trusted the Nasdaq here when the market was trending and I got in short. And obviously the short super worked out. And that was just trusting the charts. I mean, I understand that the market was going. I mean, shit, it was super bullish. But I've seen this so many times. I've tried to trade against blocks of liquidity blocks so many times. And there are times where I would win because obviously I had shorter targets. But more often, my wins were dwarfed by what I could have made if I just traded with the charts. And obviously, I was able to capitalize on this drop, obviously. Um, and I'm starting to really just trust the charts now. And that's coming with getting these daily wins. I got MFF so goddamn scared. They still didn't like, dude, they have yet to, they have yet to activate my live account. I just want y'all to know that. I've already been, it's in this last stage. Actually, I've already agreed to the documentation. They haven't set it up yet, or at least I haven't gotten the email for it yet. And I'm not going to trade it tomorrow, so I'm not even going to check. I'll send them an email on Monday and see what the hell the holdup is. But uh, I just find it interesting that MFF like this is how they treat their live traders. I just find it interesting. They kick me out the Discord. I mean, I'm no longer my name is no longer blue, which that puts me in the funded trader Discord or in the chat room. I did enjoy reading other people's opinions in that chat room because Top Steps funded trader, all they talk about is getting paid out. That's all they talk about. But MFF's funded, I mean, for the most part, at least when I'm in it, there's people actually sharing ideas. The CEO actually comes into that chat sometimes. And they're just talking about the market. Like I said, at least when I'm looking at it. And now I don't got access to that no more. But the point is, somebody that has a daily payout, you get these daily base hit wins, you take out money from your account daily. You don't have to be scared every time you get in front of the chart and place a trade. You can take the trade in confidence because you've seen the setup before. I mean, these setups happen every day. I don't think we've seen an abnormal setup yet. I haven't seen one. The market does the same thing over and over again in different ways. Hmm. These trend lines have definitely allowed us to stay on the right side of the market. And once we see a break of that trend line, then we know that this is a short. I think I was really proud of this move right here because as we was talking about it, the market did exactly what we talked about. Like in order for the bulls to kind of hold here, they would have to push it right back above this trend line. And that's exactly what they did. However, they were unable to push past this area right here of resistance. Where's my pin at? Okay, there it is. They were unable to push past that area, this block of liquidity. And you can see that it tapped it perfectly. Perfectly. We got a break of that trend line. We added to this position right here at that trend line break, and it just went down. That was such a beautiful play right there. That was a beautiful play. And what gave me the confidence to take that trade is because I've seen that so often now. It's like, I mean, I should expect for something like that to happen. And I'm only gaining that confidence by doing this on a daily basis. So, I mean, I kind of hate it, but I mean, that's what's working. So, yeah, gain weight. You're right. Yeah, you're right. well, with I guess with MFF, honestly, Alfred, it was quick. The setup was quick. It's just that that last part, that last part, they dragging their feet on that shit. They dragging their feet. In the email that they sent, they said as soon as you sign the trader deal, the account will be ready the next day. It wasn't ready the next day. And if it is ready now, I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna trade that account tomorrow. Um, I don't I don't need to yeah, I don't need to focus on that account tomorrow. I'm just gonna start on Monday because I would hate to have make a mistake and having to sit over the weekend to think about that. And then if I'm sitting over the weekend thinking about it and dwelling on it, then I'm gonna hop in on Sunday open, and that can cause some more damage. So I'm just gonna see what's going on Monday. We'll see. But I'm gonna start following my rules, man. I'm gonna start following them because obviously I'm getting the results I want. And as we talked about earlier, yeah, it definitely is boring. It is boring. I mean, the excitement of gambling versus the non-excitement of actually taking good setups and trades and watching them work out. The excitement is obviously different. That is something that internally I'm battling with too. It's like, man, that's not even fun. It's like this shit's not fun no more. And what I mean by that in comparison to gambling, gambling is fun. I mean, I think we all know that by now, especially if we're trading the Nasdaq, because we can trade the ES and make money, but we're trading the Nasdaq, so we all know that gambling is fun. But but trading the Nasdaq with structure, getting in at support, getting out at resistance, shorting at resistance. Where's the fun in that, huh? Making money daily, getting these base hits. Where's the fun in that? Mm, mm. Let me see something real quick. I think that I think I probably will start doing that too. Let me see something. Mm, mm. Yo, congratulations on that, Nate. How'd you do it? What was your plan, if you don't mind sharing? Why do I feel like we're gonna get a slingshot reversal tomorrow? That does looks. Oh my god, look at that. That does look like it's going to set up for a slingshot reversal tomorrow. That does look like we're going to get a slingshot reversal. Mm. Ah, man. Well, I guess I'll be in this position in spirit then. 27 minis. Hey, you passed. So, what's your strategy going into the PA account? What's your strategy? I mean, we all know that Apex has a 30% consistency rule. We all know that uh, that on top of the 30% consistency rule, you can't be in 30% of drawdown or whatever the hell they talking about. 30% of drawdown on the account. So they got 30% consistency. You can't touch 30% in drawdown. And whatever other rule that they got. They say, hey, gamble, 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 gamble. And then it's like, okay, now we're going to punish you for gambling. Now that they got that behavior instilled within you. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's a winning strategy. I think that's a winning strategy for sure. I'm going to probably have a very similar strategy. I mean, the strategy that I use on stream is going to be the strategy that I use while I trade Apex. Getting these base hits per day, making maybe 15, no more than 15, maybe $1,800. Because I mean that 30% consistency rule is not no joke. That is not a joke. You got to be consistent. And I think making 15 to $1,000 a day is achievable. I mean, shit, it is definitely achievable. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yep, exactly right. And that's something that, for whatever reason, I have to remind myself as well. I really don't know why, as Nasdaq traders, we would feel FOMO, but I can only speak for myself, and I have to constantly remind myself that I trade the Nasdaq. And there's literally no, logically speaking, it's kind of illogical to feel FOMO trading the Nasdaq when she literally sneezes 20, 30 points. You can trade the wrong side and still be profitable with Nasdaq. I mean, shit, like in a situation like this, I mean, this right here, I mean, if you're short, I mean, it says 931 all the way up to what, 992. This is like what, 30, 90. So that's like 60 points right here. Right here. That's somebody's day right there. And the market started off short. And I just got this feeling that the market is going to trade up overnight, man. I just got this feeling we're going to see a big move up overnight. Uh, but I don't trade Asia, and I'm not going to be up during London. So, hmm. Anyway, I mean, this move right here. So 975, I just rounded up. So that was like what, 75, 25, about 48 points right here. I mean, that's enough points right there. I mean, you're not trading in the direction the market is going in, but I mean, that's profit right there. And so, I mean, that's the good and bad thing about the NASDAQ is that you can literally trade and be profitable and be on the wrong side of the market. Or let me rephrase that, and counter the trend of the market, the current trend. You can counter it and still be profitable. Nobody needs me to tell them that. Nobody. So apparently gold hit 3100 today. As crazy as that sounds, gold hit 3100 today. I wonder what's prompting that. Yep, that's exactly right, Alfred. I wonder what's going on with gold and why the hell it's like super pumping. Gold has just been on a tear since last year. I mean, we understand why it's happening, but yeah, gold, shit. I wonder what the hell is coming. I wonder what the hell is coming for gold to have done that. I mean, look at that move with gold, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. You know what? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna start doing. I do have, so I guess I will trade gold. I just won't. I'll just have an account specifically for gold, and we can start taking gold trades. We'll just specifically take gold trades. Like the safety, yeah. Mm. All right, so let me actually make. All right, so stop loss 27, profit 90 maybe. Uh, save as template. This is golden. All right, so I'm gonna have one of the Apex accounts act as a gold account that we just exclusively trade gold in. Exclusively trade gold in these accounts. Mm. I mean, I wonder if it's the same thing. All right, what is that? 12. Mm, 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 17. Mm, 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 mm. You say I can't leave things alone when it's going good? What do you mean by that, game weight? What do you mean by that? I'm not gonna trade 200 lots in gold. Mm. Hmm. I think it's time, man. I don't want to go to CL. I don't want to. Yeah, as long as the mark, I mean, as long as gold is, man, shit. I mean, it basically tells you where to trade at. I mean, honestly, I really don't even need this. It just basically tells you where to trade. Yeah, I mean, basically, it tells you where to put your trades at. Basically, it just tells you. You just set your limits and forget it. Set it and forget it. And mm, you just gotta wait for it. And obviously, you just gotta forget this thing and be like, oh yeah, I forgot that I placed that trade there. Forgot. I'm not gonna sit here and wait on it either. Mm, mm. I mean, obviously, this would have been it right here, but I mean, I would have got stopped out of that. I think that's how you do the math, right? Mm, 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 mm. And then I guess with gold, you gotta trade with the trend anyway. You gotta trade with it anyway, so you gotta trade with it anyway. Hmm. I'm bare without a chart. Yeah, I still got that ES short on. Yeah, and it's up. It's up. It's up 1300. It's up. It's you don't want to be in the hater game. Wait, my ES short is up, baby. Ah man, I'm not gonna lie. That hurts my feelings. That hurts my feelings. That hurts my feelings. This could be in a real account. I'm coming to a chart near you. They said that gold got the 3100. Am I on the right? Did gold already move to the? Let me see. So many days. Oh, okay. So I guess it already moved over, huh? It already moved over. Okay. So GC 05-25. Huh? It hasn't moved over yet. GC 05-25. Okay. So it goes by twos. Okay. So there it goes. Hmm. All right. So you thought you had the game. Wait, you didn't even tell me I was on the wrong contract. You didn't say you was on the wrong contract, my guy. You didn't say that. Now I got to trade gold for real now. You didn't say, hey, you on the wrong contract, my guy. Now I got to trade it. All right. uh, now I got to trade it now. Uh, Hmm, hmm, hmm. I guess for the most part, the trade is going to work. Obviously the trade, there's going to be some instances where it don't work, but yeah, 27 points on gold is all you need. 18 points is actually all you need on gold. I just like a 27-point stop to be sure. Especially if you're honestly, if you're in the right spot, like maybe 9 ticks is probably ideal, but obviously the market you ain't going to be unless you're getting perfect entries. Obviously, I would never recommend that. You're probably getting more stopped out more than But gold and ES and all these technical like commodities and stuff like that, commodities, ES, they're all basically the same. You really don't need that much in risk, but uh if you're not managing the position overnight, mm, well, actually, no, 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 no. Because I guess if you're in like in a professional setting, in terms of like if you're in like in a competition or something like that, like having that much drawdown, if you're gonna be like a stickler about it, it's like, dude, you got 5 points in drawdown. And I'm not saying that people are actual. I'm pretty sure they are, but and giving 5 points, 10 points to the market, that's a lot, especially on instruments like this. That's a lot of points to get to the market. On the Nasdaq, that's kind of normal. You're gonna have to have those bigger stops, but if you're in at the right spot, 1 to 3, 5, 6 points at the max is all you need, but that's still a lot. I mean, you can kind of look at the price action yourself and see that it doesn't overshoot like that if you're in the right spot. Damn, yo, sorry to hear that. You said that you was up 300K. You was up 30K and you're damn, dude. Well, Ustani, man, if you don't mind sharing, what happened, man? You said this happened yesterday. I'm gonna make the assumption that you were trading the Nasdaq. Just gonna make that assumption. And you said yesterday, 30K. Mm. Well, I can't sit here and I've done that on stream twice. Well, actually, I've lost 20K, but 25 to be exact. I've done that myself. But that was just me being reluctant and not closing out the position as it was going against me. And it was one of these days where the market just went in a straight line. Oh, you went long? Yeah. So I went short. I mean, I went long yesterday and then I flipped short. And by yesterday, you mean on the 26th, right? Not quote unquote yesterday's session, but you're talking about what today's Thursday. So you're talking about on Wednesday's session. Yeah, Wednesday was brutal. I think we caught the only long that happened on Wednesday. We caught this long right here on stream. And I still kind of think about this because this thing went to 320 exactly and then dropped. And I was playing around with it thinking that, oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe this thing can keep on going. And this shit dropped exactly at 320. And if you went long after that, the market did not give too many opportunities. It didn't give no opportunities to get your money back. None whatsoever. So yeah, I done that. Yeah. 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 Especially when you're into like I mean, I try to identify why I even do that. Sometimes I'll do that if we're in an area where there's supposed to be support, but then the other okay, so yeah, like if I'm in a trying to go for a long, I tend to only do these with longs for whatever reason. I'll stop out of my shorts, but for whatever reason, it's the longs that I just let go against me, and I don't ever want to close them. But I'll close the shorts. It's crazy as that sound. I was like, yeah, the Bears suck. I'll close it out. And I guess that makes sense. I have more faith in the Bulls. So if I'm wrong about my short, then I'll close out of that short for sure because the Bulls can keep this thing going. The Bears have proven themselves to not be worthy of that respect, but especially like on days like this morning and on Wednesday, where yo they were standing on business today, man, to fill that gap. They were standing on business on that shit. I did not expect that from the Bears at all. They were super standing on business. And they were standing on business on Wednesday too, because they did not give any opportunity to the Bulls whatsoever. Yeah. Mm, I wonder. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. I wonder if my well, whatever, man. It's not a big deal. All right. So let's look at this. We're still in the sim on this. The gold trade has already happened. Um, so I'm gonna put a short here. This is golden. I'm gonna put a short here, right here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we get like a retest right there. Uh, hmm. And then I'll put like a long right here. Or bam, bam. Mm. Actually, I'll put the long right here. Actually, put it right there. See if we get that fill tonight. We're gonna be some gold traders up in here too. We're gonna be some gold traders up in here. All right, so hmm. Ustani said you wanted to get your first payout. So you didn't take any payout out of the Apex account at all? That sucks, bro. Or what were you waiting on? Or you just didn't follow, I guess, the rules. I guess you made the 30K and you didn't necessarily make that with the 30% consistency rule that they got. Oh, he was only on day 5. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, then you gotta trade how many? Oh shit, I forgot about that. You gotta trade like what, 10 days? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, forgot about that. Shit, huh? Apex really does make it kind of hard to get a payout. Yeah, I mean, you really gotta. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you. Mm, yeah, I mean, dude, there's a lot to overcome with Apex, but I mean, it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. It's challenging, but you can definitely overcome it because at least for me, uh, I have to end the day green. I have to. With that trailing drawdown, it messes up the risk, or not the risk. It messes up the your drawdown. It just messes it up. You have to end the day green or break even, and they know that because I mean, if you well, I guess if you're trading micros and you only lose $200, then I mean that's not going to kill it or anything. But if you're trading minis and you were up 1,000 and then it stops you out and you're down 1,000, you're down 2,000, and yeah, that's not gonna. Yeah, so. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, the 200 for 5 days is top step. Yeah, that's kind of crazy too. Yeah, the 5 days of trading. Yeah. Ustani. I mean, it depends on what your. It really depends. I think most people are going to say take profit trader. I think many people are going to say that. Uh, but it has that trailing drawdown. But you've already shown that you can make money with that trailing drawdown. But you have the 300K. I mean, and that's $7,500 to draw down. I think the most that Take Profit Trader has is what 4,500, right, for their 150Ks. I always say my funded futures, but I think everybody else has. I mean, aside from Take Profit Trader, I mean, as long as you can get over that threshold, the payouts are daily. Everybody else is like you got to at least trade 5 days. I've seen 5 days. I haven't seen anything sooner than that in the funded account. Top Step caps you at 5K. MFF caps you. I think they well, their starter accounts caps you. I think their expert and their other accounts don't. Honestly, I really don't even understand. So I really don't know what their plan is with their eval to live account. I feel like that account when I actually read it, there is literally no incentive for that account. I really don't know where they were going at with that. I mean, they treat you like shit on the live side, so honestly, if I can go back and do it again, if I can just if I can go back and do it again, I wouldn't have gone live. I would have stayed in the sim funded. I mean, their eval to live account is the 50K. They're both 50Ks. One is $200. The other one is $444. They both have a consistency rule, and they put you in a live account with only $2,000. And the first one has two phases where you have to make 3,000 twice. You only get $1,500 in drawdown, and there's no incentive. There's none. They just put money in a live account and says, "Hey, yeah, go ahead." I don't get that. Their milestone accounts pays you along the way. I wonder why they stopped doing that. I think that was stupid. But I was excited for this account. Before I read the rules, I bought one, and then I was like, "Oh shit, this shit is stupid." So I got a refund on it. That's stupid. We're not here to become live traders. We're here to get payouts. I understand that you're here just to take our money, but I mean, there has to be give and take in order for this relationship to work. And we're not here to be live traders. I don't need that on my. I like the milestone, obviously. I like the fact that I made it there, but I don't particularly care for it. Their expert accounts, I think you have to trade 14 days. So I mean that's worse than Apex, man. But the one thing about this, I don't know if they changed the rule, but I've made all my money on one day. I flipped the contract because you have to trade at least once within that 14 days. So what I did was I had an account that had 14 days that I had to trade, or 14 days per payout. I just made like what 6 or 7K one day. Had a really good day. Uh, Traded one more day with micros to flip it to quote unquote get that day, and just took my payout. Uh, what don't you like about it? Hey, gain weight. Have you tried funding yourself? I guess that's an option, but like I said, I mean, you got these prop firms willing to give you fake sim money in exchange for real money. I mean, yeah, like I said, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Mm. Yeah, I kind of figured that Alfred would recommend take profit trader. Yeah, I mean, if you're already used to the trailing drawdown, and that's not a big deal, if you already have a strategy around that, that would probably be the best option. That will be the best option, bearish range. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. That's crazy. Waiting 10 days for a payout plus a 40% consistency rule with a 5-day, yeah, that's too much. That's too much. That is definitely too much. I mean, that is true. Yeah, he did. He made 30K in 5 days. That is true. I think that's the best option in market money. That's the best option because you know how them dashboard glitches. You take a trade, you mess up, and it's like, oh yeah, we never quote unquote approved that payout. So you basically traded and you forfeited that. Blah 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 blah. We all know how that game goes. We know how that game goes. But yeah, Alfred, I definitely agree with the MFF statement. The only account that makes sense to me is their starter plus, or I'm sorry, is their starter account. That's the only one that I ever purchased from them. That's the only one that I trade. It's the best value. You get 25K in drawdown. It's the whole thing. I mean, it used to be $80 and now it's 97. But I mean, it's only 17 more dollars. It's not a big deal. And if you get to the first payout, I mean, you're literally 10xing your money. So it's not a bad deal. Outside of that starter account, I can't speak to none of those accounts. I can't. I don't buy any of them. Shit, right now, Apex with their 90% deal, I think that's like the best offer. It's just that when you get on the funded side, you just have to be real. You just have to be very disciplined. Ugh. I like Blue Sky. Blue Sky is straight. They just have two phases. But like I said, the one thing I like about Blue Sky is that I can tap into my drawdown a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but I know that I have the drawdown if I need it. I think Blue Sky is probably the closest thing that makes me feel that I have a actual personal account. And what I mean by that is that if I made 10K, I have 10K of drawdown in my account that I can utilize if need be. Now, I mean, y'all guys already see me blow an account using that, but I'm gonna still do it. I just like that. I don't like necessarily the daily loss limit and crap because sometimes you got to make a lot of mistakes on the Nasdaq before you get it right. Before you get her right, you have to make a lot of mistakes, especially when she starts acting crazy. Yeah, but where's the fun in that? Gain weight. Where's the fun in that? Making consistent money, doing it consistently, using a strategy every day. Where's the fun in that? Only taking A plus setups. Where's the fun in that? Not long in the top and shorting the bottom. What's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that? Mm. Yep, that's exactly right. Oh, that's interesting. With all that USAID money in the market, anything was possible last year. Anything was possible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where's the fun in that game? Wait, where's the fun in that? Gambling is the last game to play in town. That's the last game. There's no, they're like, dude, there's literally nothing after gambling. Literally nothing. Literally nothing after gambling. The last game in town. The last game in town. Hmm. Man, unless they're gonna draw it like this. I mean, I guess we'll get more information tomorrow. We'll get more information. I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't trade the Asian session anymore. I will follow this rule. I will follow this rule. I just don't trade the Asian session anymore, or I will not trade the Asian session anymore. Oof. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Shit, people gamble about the weather at this point. I mean, poly market is a thing for a reason. Poly market is a thing for a reason. They just gamble on everything. They gambled on the election. They gamble on natural disasters. They gamble on this and they gamble on that. Let's actually look at that. So let's look at that. And that's probably the last thing I do. Probably tonight. Poly market, huh? The world's largest prediction market, and people bet on that shit. Hmm. I mean, you got people betting on the number of tweets Elon makes. Yo, that's crazy. That's absolutely craziness. Where did I just see that thing at? People are actually betting on how many tweets that Elon Musk, right here. Elon Musk number of tweets between March 21st and March 28th. Isn't that something, huh? People are betting how many text messages this man gonna send. Mike Waltz out of the presidency. Which company has the best AI model? Is $1 million. Yeah, this is interesting, dude. Will Trump end Department of Education? Yo, yo, what? Okay. All right. I may have found a new hobby. I may have found a new hobby, guys. I may have found a new hobby. Huh. Gambling, huh? We're just gonna gamble on anything and everything, huh? So will Pete be outed before July? So if I bet $10, I can win 76. If I bet $100, I can get seven. I'm a bet no. I'm a bet no. So if I win, oh okay. I mean, shit. I mean that's not even worth the risk. I'm only getting $20 if I'm right. It's not even worth the risk. Mm. This man, he is not about to. Dude, come on, man. I don't even make no sense. You don't even win if you're right. Mm, that's interesting. Full port. That is interesting. Okay. But all right, guys. That's gonna be it for me tonight. I'm definitely about to go to bed, and yeah. But all right, guys. We have fun. We'll come back tomorrow, and we'll definitely look for more ways to earn more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.